Hello friends, welcome. So today we are making the ripple effect or a water wave effect in Scratch. So if you guys are in this video to know about how to make a water wave or ripple effect in Scratch, then you can follow along this tutorial. Or if you guys are from the Hungry Shark game tutorial, we are here to make the Hungry Shark game more interesting and aesthetic by introducing the ripple effect or a water wave effect in our game. So without further waiting any time, let's start. So to make a ripple effect, let's go to the choose a sprite menu, and we don't choose any sprite. We just go to paint, and let's just rename our sprite ripple. And next we draw our ripple. For that we choose a circle. Next, in the fill, we just make it transparent, and let's increase our outline to 10. And now let's make our ripple. First of all, let's hold our shift key and drag a circle like this, and we can move this circle in the center. And next we are going to choose a different color. Now we are going to choose a white color, so we are going to make a white ripple, and we are going to make our circle a little bit larger than the first one, this one, and let me just drag it in the center like this. Next, again choose the black color and make the bigger circle now like this. Next, let's again switch our color to white one and make the circle even bigger like this. And again the black circle, and let's make the last circle, the white circle, the bigger one. Yeah, put it in the center like this. So this is our first ripple. Let's add another ripple. We can just click on paint here to add another costume. So first of all, let's start from the white circle in this, like this, and put it in the center. Next, let's switch the costume to black and make a bigger circle. Let me just make another black circle in here also. Okay, now let's make white circles, 2 white circles. The first one and the second one, and let's make a black circle. And last, let's make a white circle like this. And that's our ripple. Let's just try to switch our costumes. What happens? Switch back, switch. Yeah, it looks like some kind of ripple, yeah, if you switch the costumes. And that's our ripple. Now let's make the ripple effect. Go back to the codes tab, and in here, first of all, let's go to events menu and drag a when green flag click blocked. After that, let's go to what do we do after that? First of all, let's hide this ripple. We don't want to show it always, so go to looks and go downwards and drag a hide block. And after that, let's drag a control state, go to control and drag a forever loop. And inside this loop we are going to make the ripple appear from all the random places in this stage. So for that, let's go to which motions menu and drag go to random position block like this, and after that let's create a clone. So for that, let's go to the control menu and go downwards and drag create a clone of myself block below the go to random position block. And after that, let's go to the control menu and drag a weight block below the to create a clone of myself block. And next, go to the operators menu and drag a pick a random number block in here, and we are going to wait for about 2 to 4 seconds to create a new clone of the ripple. So it will just create the clone of ripple every time, and wait for about 2 to 4 seconds and then create the new ripple like this. Next, let's go to the control menu again, go downwards and drag a when I start as a clone block. And next, let's go to the looks menu, and this time go downwards, and this time we are going to show the ripple. And after that, in the looks menu, we just set the size, drag a set size block in here, and we are going to set the size to 20% first. So we are going to make the ripple very small at first. Next, let's go to the control menu and then drag a repeat block, and inside let's repeat something 200 times. And after that, let's go to the looks menu again and drag a change size block inside here in the repeat block, and we are going to change the size by 3. And next, in the same looks menu, go downwards and there is a change color effect by 25 block. Let's drag this inside here again and choose ghost effect, and we are going to change the ghost effect by 3 also. And at last, let's go to the control menu, go downwards, and there is a delete this clone block, and after that we are going to delete the clone. After it has repeated the change size block by 200 times, we delete the clone. And the last thing, let's drag another when I start as a clone block, and let's go to control menu and drag a forever loop. And next, let's go to the looks menu and drag a next costume block, because we have 2 costumes for this ripple. And after that, let's go to control menu and drag a weight block inside here, and we are going to wait for about 0.1 seconds. So that's it. So let's see what happens. First of all, when we click the green flag, our ripple is going to hide. Then inside the forever loop, so the ripple continues to change its position randomly, and it will create the clone of itself and wait for about 2 to 4 seconds and go back and go to random position again and creates a clone every 2 to 4 seconds. And next, when the ripple starts as a clone, it will show itself. Next, it will set the size to 20%. It first of all it becomes very smaller, and then inside here it changes the size by 3. It gradually becomes bigger and bigger, and also ghost effect makes it transparent, more transparent, and it will just disappear. And at last we will delete the clone also. And in here also it does the same thing. So when it starts as a clone, and inside the forever loop, it will keep on changing its costume between two costumes every 0.1 seconds. And that's how we create the ripple or wave-like effect. So let's see our project. If I click in the green flag, oh my god, my shark died. Let's try one more time, and you can see the ripple also. Look, and now it looks like we are underwater and there are ripples of water also, or the waves of water. And that's how we create the ripple effect, guys. And the last thing that I would like to solve is in our hungry shark game, if we toss this shark in its body, it's dying. So I will show you here. Look at here. So if I toss the hungry shark in here, the bigger shark in here, it just gets eaten. So we don't want that. We only want if our player shark gets near this box, this area, it should be eaten, not in the tail part. So let's fix that. For that, let's go to the shark 2, our player shark, and go downwards here. And there is one mistake in here. So in this place, where if touching shark 2, broadcast shark eaten. So we don't want to touch shark 2. We want to check for this shape, this hitbox, that's called enemy hitbox. So let's fix that. Click in the shark, and in here we are going to check for enemy hitbox touching. So now if our shark touches the enemy hitbox, then only it gets eaten, or else it will not get eaten. If we touch the other parts of the shark, it won't get eaten. So let's see. Click in the green flag, and if I touch other parts of the shark, look, it is not eaten. Let me show you one more time. Yeah, this place, yeah, it won't be eaten. But if our player shark gets near this mouth, it gets eaten like this. And that's how we make the hungry shark game, guys. So thank you guys for watching the tutorial. If you like this video, don't forget to like and comment, and also subscribe my channel, and see you in the next video. Thank you.